Hi there, welcome to this small video series that I'm creating. My name is Nick Stenderford, and this is video number 10 in the series on internet marketing. In this video, you're going to learn how to easily create a website using free software called WordPress, and it has basically changed the whole way that websites are made. In the past, in order to create any sort of website, you pretty much had to learn how to code, how to program HTML, PHP, or whatever sort of code you're using in order to get your website up on the page. Or you had to hire a designer or programmer and possibly spend up to thousands of dollars or pounds getting them to design a template, because you had to have one original site every time you needed one. But what you'll find with WordPress is that someone basically creates a site or a theme or a design, and that you upload and use it. It ends up being much cheaper, much easier. And when I say easier, it really is easier. The third option in the past was you used a program called FrontPage, which is a really old program. I remember making my first site with FrontPage, and trying to publish it was just well, I felt impossible, but there we go. For making websites, or you'd use do it yourself software, which to be honest, they often look cheap and less attractive, and it's much better when it was professionally done. The websites. A WordPress website, on the other hand, is a much better solution because you can have it installed in 15 minutes. Once you have your domain name and your hosting account, and basically the two of those are obviously linked, so your domain name is then hosted. You just basically log into your hosting account and you install WordPress with literally a one touch. It's free. It's included with cPanel. It's included with loads of other stuff. So all these designers that create all these WordPress designs. They create the layout, gives you options, what goes where, pictures, fonts. You pretty much download that file for free, upload it to your hosting, or for a really good looking one, you could pay for a couple of dozen of themes or whatever for up to $100 at the most, and get some really good looking designs. A lot of these designs are already made, so you just choose one that works for you, install it without having to have any programming knowledge of your own. It really is that easy. It's very good. So now we're going to run you through these 3 steps to easily create your own website with WordPress. So as it says here, step number 1, you choose that theme. Okay, one that's good for you, one that fits into what you want to do. The next step is obviously to install that, and the last step then is to install the particular theme that you want to use. Sorry. Step 1 is to choose the right theme. The next step is to install WordPress itself, and then the last step in this thing is to install the theme that you have chosen. Choosing a theme is step number 1, or choosing a design that someone already has made is going to accomplish what you want to accomplish on your own website or blog. Here's what to look for among the different themes that you're choosing from. The first step is to have a beautiful and professional design, one that does not look like it was made by someone who is a teenager or by someone using an older software, but something that really catches your eye and looks crisp, clean and modern. The second thing to look for is how functional is it. How much is it going to do? Is it going to do what you need it to do? If you're going to be a blogger, it has to be pretty much a blog theme, meaning sort of like a header at the top, a sidebar on the left or right, and columns in the inside for blogging that look neat and tidy and look good. If you want to use your website as a squeeze page, or have squeeze pages on your website, then the designer's got to allow you to easily create those pages as well. So it's got to be sort of like a fairly flexible design. Can you make changes to it? What if you want that sidebar to be wider? What if you want to change the font that you use? What if you want to use some ready-made squeeze page templates? It's got to be flexible enough to accomplish all those things if that's what you require. The last thing to look for is the unique widgets and features that come with each of them. You'll see a description with each theme of what it comes with. Certain little extra things that you can use like calendars, pop-ups. There's all kinds of things out there. You can learn more about WordPress plugins in the next video that we come out with. So the bottom line is to look at the widgets and features that come with each theme and compare them to each other. Here are some places to find really good themes. The first one is WordPress's own theme directory. Pretty much if you Google that, you'll go straight to the page. These are all free themes that other WordPress users have created. My favourite is themeforest.net, where you can find some free or very expensive themes that look really attractive. Some of them are really popular, and you can accomplish anything you want for only sort of 10, 20, 30 bucks each. There's some other ones up and coming that are sort of Mojo Themes and CreativeMarket.com. Mojo Themes is pretty well low price as well. You can think of it as sort of like a themed Walmart. Creative Market is more like Target, a little more upscale in design. You know, you pay a little bit more, but it's still less expensive. My personal favourites for paid themes are from the cyberchimp.com, so have a little look at that as well. Okay, the next step is to install the software itself, so you have the ability to upload your theme to the hosting account, and then you make it visible to anyone who comes to your website. Okay, fortunately WordPress has created a very easy to follow tutorial. The URL here, so if you just copy and paste that into your browser, you'll pretty much have your WordPress installation done in 5 minutes. Obviously you need to get your domain and hosting done first, but that's what do it yourself very quickly. If those instructions are still too complicated, if you go to fiverr.com, you probably get someone there to do it for you for $5. Okay, next thing is to install the theme and then upload the theme. In order to do this, you'll need to log into your WordPress site that you've just installed. When you've finished installing it, it will give you a URL to click on where you can log in, enter a username and password. In the left sidebar here in black, you're going to see something called Appearance. Click on that and you'll see a screen just like the one that I've got on the screen here. It will show you any themes that you've already uploaded, so you can choose from among several if you want to change the way your site looks over time. If you're doing this for the first time, click the upload button, select the theme that you want, and then your site is going to look the way that you want, and obviously how you need it. If you want to do any sort of additional customizing after this, as I said, go to Fiverr or Odesk or Scriptlance, and they'll hopefully make those final changes for you. Okay guys, so with that said, hopefully by now, if you sort of stop and pause the video or whatever, your website is now up and running, and you'll be able to receive the visitors that you generate. Oh, sorry for the pause there, I don't know what happened there. Thanks very much for tuning in, really appreciate you watching. Please subscribe to my channel by just clicking onto my channel at the top here, or always visit www.nickstenderford.com. There are more videos to come. Look forward to seeing you later. Take care.